Okay. Okay, guys, welcome to the call. I'm going to mute you. We miss those that aren't live, but thank you, Sarah, Jamie, and Tina for being able to join us today. So happy that you're here. I wanted to talk to all you guys today about idea sex. Ryan didn't know what I was talking about. See him laugh. Idea sex and like change being a good thing and not to get discouraged if something's stale or doesn't work in your inviting process or in your challenge groups. So first, idea sex. I have it all the time. So that line has been in my head all day. There is so in Brooke Castillo, the personal development I listen to all the time, she mentioned this because she builds businesses too, and she does business training and like life coaching. But her life coaching that she does is a business. So like some of her podcasts are about that. And in one of the other trainings, we did a mind map. So I just want you guys to be aware that you're not just Beachbody coaches. And if you noticed in my story today, I am incorporating in my Captivate, I'm following a lot of SLPs. A lot of them have like-minded personalities like I am. A lot of them have kids. A lot of them, I went to grad school and school with SLPs for 8 years of my life. So I know a lot of their personalities. And so in my stories, I am, inside jokes like SLP hacks or SLP tips. So I know that I followed a bunch of SLPs and I know they're going to be watching my stories probably for the first time, if not like very early. So I want you guys to have idea sex with your Beachbody stuff. So don't think about just workouts, just accountability groups. Like morph your life together and create and be creative with your Instagram, with your stories, with your posts. I get so bored of seeing a Beachbody coach and with their long story posts on Instagram. Like some of them will get me engaged, but if I just keep seeing like stories and stories and stories of like how you had a struggle and how you overcame it, like not that I don't care, like that's really great, but like and I'm sure you do too, it just gets stale and you just keep going. So spice it up and like have fun. Like this is where it gets cool. Tina with her like karaoke, like that shit's funny. Yeah. And it's just, you want to bring out your personality. And once you can kind of be free and not put the pressure on yourself too, to be this amazing Beachbody coach, like you are all coaches, but you have so much more to share than just your workouts. So be you and, talk about make it fun, but also you can make it a little serious too. Like Sarah with your insulin resistance and, just hard things in your life, share those struggles, but mix it up with, the fun things. And I don't know if that makes sense. Like Heather Shipley is doing this curly girl method with her hair right now. You know how many followers she's getting because other people are doing this curly girl hair thing? Like I just bought like Aldi finds. If you tag Aldi finds, put hashtags in your stories, I got like an extra 300 eyes on my story from that using that hashtag. So just like it's not anything that you have to do new. It's just like kind of open your eyes to your day and think in hashtags almost that like will kind of help men have these like idea sex things. Like because then what's going to happen is like hashtag Aldi finds, this is going to fit into my meal plan. Then that's going to start talking about nutrition. Then that's going to start talking about you know what I mean? So like it kind of just like has sex with your Beachbody stuff. That makes sense. They go together. So you want to marry those two ideas together, and it's constantly changing. So like, yeah, I talk a lot about my SLP. That's like my profession, but I'm also going to have like idea. Sorry, Tina, I saw you look over at your daughter. Like I forgot she was there. Coitus. I'll say coitus. So you can have, I could have idea coitus with like my husband grilling for the summer, or coitus with, I don't know, like peppers. We went to Peppers today. You know what? You guys get the idea. But you being a Beachbody coach is only one part of you. So just keep that in mind. But then keep in mind, how are you going to like interlace the two together or equate them together? Is that a thing? Okay. So then that kind of leads into, I wanted to talk about adjusting your sales. Tina had mentioned that the challenge group tracker was kind of screwy in the Coach Family page. And kudos to you. Like, thank you for utilizing the Coach Family page. I see you guys posting in there all the time, and I'm so impressed. Like, get your names in there, ask questions, like, participate. And when, you see people new to the family, I mean, Jamie's really good at this and will comment whenever somebody's new in the group. She's always saying, like, welcome, girlfriend. And, like, not that you guys aren't, but, like, Jamie's just been doing it a lot lately. So she's, like, in my head. But, like, when you see somebody new, you want to welcome them, even if they're not from your team or anything like that. We're going to put positive vibes in our group in Coach Family, because what's going to happen is you're going to be your team leader and you're going to invite new people and you're going to have new coaches go into Coach Family, and they're going to come to this big group, and you're going to want people to welcome them in so that they get that community that you are telling them that they get. So pay it forward. And like, just take 2 seconds to like and comment, like, people who rank advance, new people in any of our groups. Like, people, that's what people want. People want to be part of something. They want to feel connected. That's why they join us. Like, they're missing the connection and the community. They want a community. So, if you're just scrolling, take the time to just comment and say hi. But I wanted to talk about changing things. So like adjusting your sales. Tina said that her group wasn't, the challenge tracker was, people were kind of complaining about it. Well, good. Take note of that. And then maybe you just do a Facebook group, or take those as little challenges and like tweaks along the way. Just because the challenge tracker wasn't working doesn't mean that you throw your hands up and say, I can't do this anymore. There's lots of different options. And I think we can kind of get like bogged down on ourselves when an invite isn't working, or, people aren't engaging in the challenge group as much on the weekends or something. Like, when things aren't going right, we kind of just feel defeated and like we're doing it wrong. Change it, switch it up. If that invite didn't work, cool. Maybe it's too wordy. Shorten it up. If it doesn't sound like you and you're using a script and the script doesn't sound like you and people are picking up on that, cool. Change it. If your challenge group isn't interacting with like a post or your things, cool. Switch it up. Like, maybe do some live videos. Maybe you need to, reach out and ask other coaches to help you. Like, there's so many different things that you can do, and don't be afraid to change it. This is your business. These are your Facebook groups. Like, you be creative and do whatever you want to do. And don't rely on the scripts that like Heather and like, there's a lot of those Beachbody scripts out there for your invites. Don't rely on those. Like, use your own words. If you use emojis and exclamation points when you talk, like, that's you. Be authentic in your invites, and don't get in your head about it, Yeah, so like, just the going away message for that is just, you want to put out positivity and it'll come back to you in the universe. Okay, I'm going to unmute you guys. I kind of went a little off track, but I think I kind of got my message across. I hope that made sense.
Yes, it did.
Okay. But yeah, so like, challenge groups don't have to stay the same. Like, it doesn't have to be sweaty selfie. Like, the challenge groups that I were in didn't have any introduction videos. My cover photos stayed the same. These are all kind of ideas that have morphed since I started. And what I'm going to do, so Shannon Harvey mentioned this in one of her calls, is that she has one big challenge group, like the hustle page. And then what she does is if there's a group of people that wants to do 21 Day Fix, she'll do a challenge tracker for those people and run a challenge tracker 21 Day Fix group. But they still have the large accountability group.
Oh, that's cool. I like that idea.
Yeah. And then Jamie and I were talking because you were saying it was finicky. You could do a big like hustle group like I have, and then do separate Facebook groups like we're doing for the nutrition group.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it. I'm like, do I want to do Facebook or do I want to do it on the challenge tracker? Hold on. I'm on a call. What do you need?
I dropped my toothbrush in the toilet.
Oh, shit. Go get your dad. This is my. I said this is.
I hate when that happens. Use your finger.
This is my life. So with the challenge tracker, I love it because there's so many things you can do. So like a week ago, I messaged every single one of them. You could just click on it, click all the people you want to message, and just type up a message and send it. So I was like, what can I do to make this group better? How are you feeling? Just things
Love
like that. But then the one day I woke up and I was like, Billy, everyone is complaining. Like, this is not what it's about. So I wanted to like nip it in the butt when they started.
Right.
So I kind of like shut them down. And I was like, there's going to be difficulties. This is just the first time I've ever done this. I'm like, but show up for yourself, log it any way you can. And that's all that matters. And that I haven't heard one thing since then. Cause I was like, oh no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, and that's good. You have to take control. And like, what were they complaining about? The app itself, or?
So the app wasn't logging. So when you work out and it's connected to your Beachbody on demand, it automatically logs it in the app the second you're done working out. And then you can either add a picture or a video and click log. Well, some of the girls would post a selfie and not wait for it to like load, and then it would log like 10 hours later. And they're like, oh, well, here we are 10 hours later. I'm like, I already saw your selfie, so shut your mouth.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay, don't complain.
Yeah.
And they haven't done it since. So
yeah,
it was like, I think I had saw like 3, and then the app, Beachbody on demand wasn't working, so she was flipping out, and I was like, listen, that happened. Shut everything off. Turn it back on.
Yeah.
Just like your cell phone. Shit's gonna happen.
Right.
And that is life.
Yeah. And that's good. And I love that you're checking in with them on the side. I think that's the big difference too, is like, you can't get mad if people aren't posting in your challenge groups. You have to talk to them on the side too. Like, it's not just running a challenge group. I try to message everybody in the group once a week individually, and then say, like, when they're opening up to you, say, that's a really great struggle that I think some people in the group would benefit from. Like, do you mind posting that in there? Mm-hmm. Like that Caitlin girl was talking to me about the 3-day refresh. And I don't know if you saw, nobody really commented on it, but she's going to do and I said, you know what, maybe somebody in the group would want to do it with you. Like, go ask them. And if you keep you're not being rude about it, obviously, but if you keep telling them to use the group for those things, then they're going to come to you less and less and get connections and like post in your group more. Because engagement breeds more engagement. Positivity breeds more positivity. If you want people to post a video, like, I need to go and hustle right now because I asked everybody to update me with videos. So I need to go in there and update them with the videos. And then I need to follow up with people who aren't and say, hey, just a reminder, like, please post a video. People are like, this isn't their life, like it's ours. Like, they're not checking it constantly and they forget. And it's not their fault. They're not liking it. They don't not like you. They forget. They have a busy life. This is important to them, but it's not like it is to us. You know, it is, you know what I mean? It is, but it isn't. Until they're here at these coach chats with us, it's not that important. Level of importance, I should say. It's important, but we have to be that coach, and that everything happens behind the scenes. We can provide the prettiest challenge group with the prettiest post, but if you're not talking to these people behind the scenes, they're going to leave. Because this is hard.
I have a challenger who I sent her the information like 5 times. I messaged her like today. I said, today is going to be a great day. You're going to have a great week. Like, what can we do to make your week better today. Because I know she's a single mom. She's got a lot of struggles. And every week I'm trying to get her to join and like log in. And she has everything. She bought a challenge pack. She hasn't posted, logged, not like I see nothing from her. It's crickets. So every like week I'm like, hey, just checking in with you. Like, I know you wanted this for yourself. What can I do to help you? Like, what can we do?
Yeah.
And today I was like, you know, how can we make this week better for you? Nothing. She didn't even respond at this point. So I'm like, now you've just wasted your money, and I'm trying to like be there for you because I know she really truly wants it. But at what point do I stop? Because I'm like, now I'm just feel like I'm beating a dead fish, even though I'm trying to encourage her to still
I have
join us, even though
those.
we're 4 weeks in.
Yeah. And you guys, people are going to join on their own time. Like maybe they were ready when they talked to you and they felt that moment of motivation, but we can't force them. Like this is their journey. As much as we want to say like, this is amazing, do this with us. Like I promise if you just do your workout, like and post your sweaty selfie, you'll feel better.
Yeah.
Like they're not mentally and emotionally ready, then you're going to turn them off by all you can do is lead by example and shout out the people who are and know that she's seeing it, and then check in like once a month. Like if you're, because then it's like, you know, I have people like that too. And it's like, I don't want to ruin a friendship because like they're friends with me. I don't want to ruin a friendship and, you know, but I also want you to know that I'm there for you. But there's a fine line. So, you know, feel the waters, but just always say, then you have, like, you've opened the doors, and then just kind of lead by example and then check in like once a month.
Yeah, I think I won't bother. Well, I don't want to say I won't bother, but like, it's up to her at this point. She has everything. She has all the tools, but she's just not utilizing them. And
yeah, and then that's something too that you can make a post about, or like a personal development recommendation. And so it's not, you're not singling her out. You can say like, you know, today this podcast really was helpful for this, and this, like common struggles, or find a common struggle that you relate to and post about that in the group. And then hopefully she'll see it.
Okay.
So try to be creative with how you're kind of reaching out to her. So those ones are tough, but they'll come around. And and that's why it's so important that we stay consistent and keep showing up, because they're watching. Like that's the thing. They're not commenting or liking every single thing, but these people are watching. And even if like in your Instagram too, like stories, comments, posts, Facebook, my Facebook posts sometimes get like only likes from you guys, but I know people are scrolling and still seeing them. So that's why it's so important that we have to be available and post every day.
Yeah.
So I did want to talk about one more thing with you guys. You should have all gotten an invite to, what did I just do? Full screen. To, what is it called? All the different groups with, so you're all in Coach Family with Ashley and Emily's downlines, like all the Facebook groups. The next one is Runner Circle. So that's for anybody who has an Emerald rank or higher and is hitting Success Club monthly. So I invited you guys all to Runner Circle. So on Facebook, go there. And if you have, like, Shannon Harvey is killing it right now. And she just went last week live in the whole group and gave such amazing advice. So make sure you guys are in there. Jamie, I don't know if they'll approve it because you didn't hit it last month, but you'll hit it this month, and then I'll invite you again.
Okay.
So keep an eye on it. If for some reason, I mean, I have it in my calendar, but if for some reason you hit Success Club, like you want to be in this Runner Circle, they're giving us so much good information there, and like additional trainings and like top coaches that are like, so Ashley and Emily are crazy high, but like there's coaches that are like the level that I want to be and the level that you guys want to be, one step ahead, that are telling us what they're doing to get to Ashley and Emily. So it's really cool how they broke it up. So you're all in Coach Family. You just have to be a coach. Then there's Runner Circle, which is Success Club and Emerald and higher. Then once you guys hit diamond, you'll be invited into the Carrot Club, or I'll invite you to Carrot Club, it's called. And they have, more incentives and different trainings and success club calls. And like, they just get, the top leaders give you more of their time and their, good stuff. Okay. This might leave us in a second. And then there's like a leaders league and the rooftop. So there's just all these different groups. So make sure you're in Runner's Circle, and then look at the coach welcome PDF that I posted on the Coach family.
I loved that.
Love it too. And I can't wait to get more coaches to use it. And I want you guys to use that template and make one for your own team, and really start thinking of a team name and how you're going to start recruiting coaches too. So
Coach family?
it's in our Team Grit and Grace.
Oh, Team Grit. Okay.
So look at that PDF, and I just want to streamline it and make it easy for all your new coaches when they join your family. And create your family. I want to see like team names. I want to see you guys grow. And even if there's one, like I will be that person in your team group for now, and then build it and invite, and people will freaking come. But you have to build it first.
Build it and they will come.
Build it and they will come.
Oh, I'm so sad I didn't come out the other night. I was just horrible.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It would have been fun. We had
I was like, God, I wish I could go drink.
It was fun.
I know. I was like, coach party when I get back from vacation.
yeah, let us know when you're back. We'll plan it.
I'm leaving next Wednesday. And then I'll be back on the
Finally. I can't wait to see you in Florida because you want it so bad.
Oh my God. It's going to be horrendous.
Yeah.
Yay, you're going to have so much fun.
Yay. Yes. It's going to be a good time.
All right. Well, you guys go conquer the world.